Additional reforms have been proposed to ensure fair and transparent elections in Bangladesh and create an even playing field for all eligible candidates. These reforms aim to enhance accountability, encourage informed voting, and uphold the integrity of the electoral process. The proposed reforms focus on structured campaigning, transparent debates, and secure monitoring of the election process, thereby ensuring a fair go for every candidate. Structured campaign timeline. The first part of the reform addresses the campaign period, introducing a clear timeline for candidate activities leading up to the election. Starting with the 30th to 15th day countdown, eligible candidates will start their campaigns 30 days before the election and must conclude this phase by the 15th day before Election Day. During this period, candidates can declare their positions, policies, and plans for their constituencies through pamphlets, leaflets, and social media. This approach ensures that voters have ample time to understand each candidate's vision and proposals without being overwhelmed by extended campaigning periods. Mandatory media debates. To promote transparency and direct engagement between candidates and voters, a new framework for debates has been proposed. From the 15th day to 48 hours before Election Day, the Election Commission will organize media debates for all eligible candidates. These debates will be held in local town halls or Election Commission auditoriums, where each candidate can present their manifestos and answer questions from the public and media. Each candidate may bring up to 10 supporters to attend the debate. This setup ensures that voters are exposed to all candidates equally, allowing them to make more informed decisions based on the candidates' responses and interactions. Remote monitoring and surveillance. To ensure transparency and trust in the voting process, the following measures are proposed. Starting 24 hours before the election and continuing until the conclusion of voting, all candidates will be given access to a remote monitoring system for all polling stations. This system, set up by the Election Commission, will include surveillance tools that allow candidates to observe the election process in real time, reducing the possibility of fraud or misconduct. The remote access will ensure that all candidates can monitor the integrity of the election without needing to oversee the polling stations physically. Immediate vote counting and result publication. To prevent delays and ensure swift dissemination of results, the vote counting process has been reformed. Vote counting will begin immediately after the polls close, and results will be published as soon as the counting is complete. The Election Commission will oversee this process to guarantee that all steps are conducted transparently and fairly. Prompt result publication will help maintain public confidence in the electoral process and reduce the window for any potential interference. Restrictions on public assemblies and campaign materials. To maintain order and prevent undue influence or disruptions, the following regulations are proposed. No public rallies or large assemblies will be allowed throughout the election process. This measure is intended to prevent chaos and ensure that the election environment remains peaceful. However, indoor assemblies within private venues enable candidates to meet with their teams and strategize without causing public disturbances. Campaign materials such as posters, banners, and gates will be regulated at the discretion of the Election Commission, with a sensible limit imposed to prevent excessive visual clutter and maintain a fair campaign environment. This restriction will help to reduce undue influence through overwhelming advertising and ensure a balanced presentation of candidates. These proposed reforms are designed to foster a more transparent, fair, and structured election process in Bangladesh. By setting clear guidelines for candidate activities, enhancing public engagement through structured debates, and utilizing technology for monitoring, these reforms will help ensure that every candidate has a fair chance and that every vote is counted honestly. The ultimate goal is strengthening Bangladesh's democratic foundation, building a political environment where integrity, accountability, and public trust are at the forefront of the electoral process.